Well, welcome back to my backyard. I'm Will, the Backyard Canuck. Now, this video has been a long time coming. Kind of apologize for that. My life right now has just been crazy busy, helping my parents, activities with the kids. My full-time day job just exploded with it being busy for me. So this video's about a week delayed from what I'd like it to be. Now, my spring cleanup this year, what I started with is the end of April, is the last few days of April. I saw we were about to get a bunch of rain after the snow had left, and I really wanted to get that big dead debris off the lawn. I knew if I left it, it was going to start smothering any grass that came through, and I wanted to make sure that the areas where the voles had absolutely wrecked my yard had a chance for any grass that spread and came back to start growing through. So I went through and I really lightly raked the yard as lightly as I could, just to pull up the big debris and allow that soil exposure to allow the small grass to start coming through. Because from what I've read, apparently voles don't actually kill the grass, they just eat the top growth, but they leave the roots. So as long as it's got a chance to start growing through, the grass should recover. So we went through, raked the entire yard. Now, a lot of the video is going to be mostly my just front yard, the small strip of my front yard, because it's just easier in terms of video editing, and I don't need to have an hour-long video of you guys watching me do the same steps in the front and the back. So most of the video is just going to be the front section, but I did the same steps in the front and the back. So after we had raked it, that was the end of April. We had a couple of days of rain, and then the warm weather started to come out. Once it happened, you see the green grass started to come through real good. There's still some dead areas, obviously, along the edge of my driveway. I'm going to have to reseed, and I'm going to have to throw some topsoil down to balance out the areas so it's not as rough where the voles attack. Took the dethatcher, set it up as high as it would go as the settings, ran it over the lawn, pull up any other last dead debris that was in the way, and give the grass the best chance to breathe and get some air movement through there to prevent disease. So did the dethatch on the front and backyard. After that, took the lawnmower over it. Didn't do a cut, just set it up high enough so I wasn't cutting any of the grass. All I wanted to do is vacuum up the debris off the lawn. Now, once the lawnmower's been run over the lawn, biggest parts of the debris have been cleaned up. Just came through with a broom, swept up the stuff on the sidewalk, most of the stuff on the sidewalk, got it in yard waste bags, came through with the blower, cleaned it all off, and of course, it had to be supervised by my son, making sure I do a really good job at it. Now you can see these areas where we had raked up earlier that had actually allowed the grass to start growing through, and it's starting to recover. Just need to throw a bit of topsoil on there to level it out and get it more even so it's not bumping and rolling as we take the lawnmower over it. Off to the backyard. Moved on to the backyard. Same process, like I said. Dethatch, lawnmower, pick up the debris. Once that was all done, started with getting ready to put down the starter fertilizer. Now there is a couple of spots in my yard where I kind of gouged into the soil more than I was hoping to with the dethatcher, but hopefully they're able to come back after we get going with the fertilizer and let everything start growing. Now it was time for the starter fertilizer to finally go down. I got the TNT starter fertilizer from Grow Forge. Has an NPK rating of 932.2. Best way I'd ever had it described to me is the N is your nitrogen content makes the plant grow up. Your P is your phosphorus. For the starter, it's 32. That makes the plant grow down, so the roots. And your potassium is the K. So it goes up, down, in. The potassium helps develop the chlorophyll within the plant and makes a stronger growth from within the plant. Now the TNT starters got a 932.2 because you're really trying to push that root growth. So I was intending to use my new spray tip, T-Jet spray tip on my Ryobi backpack sprayer, but it's gone missing. So I was left with the standard spray tip that came with the Ryobi backpack sprayer. If I could ever figure out how to get the backpack latch to actually latch on top here. Got the starter fertilizer sprayed out, and hope that within the next week or so you can see it really start to green up real hard across my lawn. Before I have to put down the second application, it recommends putting down 2 applications 2 weeks apart to really give your lawn the best chance of coming through. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this has kind of been a bit of a piecemeal video, hasn't been as coherent, a little more of a ramble, just because I've been so busy I didn't get a chance to write up a script, any real notes, just kind of winged it as I went along just to get the video out so I didn't delay it any longer. Next one's already been filmed. It's a mini renovation on my mom's yard. I'll start writing it up, get the video out to you as soon as I can. In the meantime, hope you guys are able to get out, enjoy the mow, spend time in your yard, enjoy the beautiful weather that's arrived. Have a cold one with me, and we'll see you next time.